What if I told you that small choices you make every day, choices you barely notice, can determine whether you live an extraordinary life or an average one? Most people think success comes from a massive stroke of luck or one giant leap of faith, but the truth is much quieter. Today I'm breaking down 30 lessons from the compound effect that can transform your life starting now. We are looking at how the tiniest shifts in your behavior, when repeated over time, create a radical difference in your results. What exactly is the compound effect? At its core, it is the principle of reaping huge rewards from a series of small, smart choices. Think of it like compound interest in a savings account. At first, the growth seems invisible. You save a few dollars and you only see a few cents in return. But as time passes, those cents start earning their own interest, and eventually the curve shoots upward into massive wealth. It is the same with your habits. Whether you are leveling up in a video game or building a business, the process is the same. Success is not a sprint. It is a long-term accumulation of tiny gains. We are going to walk through 30 specific lessons that will show you how to master this process. The first lesson is the law of inertia. In physics, an object at rest tends to stay at rest, while an object in motion tends to stay in motion. Your life works the same way. The hardest part of any new habit is simply starting. Think of a giant boulder. To get it rolling, you have to push with every ounce of your strength. You might sweat and strain for several minutes without seeing the boulder move an inch, but once it starts rolling, it gains a momentum of its own. Eventually, it becomes an unstoppable force that requires very little effort to keep moving. This is why the first step is the most important one you will ever take. To see this in action, look at the story of 3 friends. Imagine 3 men who live in the same neighborhood and have similar lives. The first friend, Larry, keeps doing what he has always done. He is happy but doesn't change anything. The second friend, Scott, starts making small positive changes. He reads 10 pages of a good book a day and cuts 125 calories from his diet. The third friend, Brad, makes a few poor choices. He buys a big screen TV and starts eating a little more junk food and drinking 1 extra sugary soda per day. For the first 5 or 6 months, you see no difference between them. After 18 months, the differences are still slight. However, by month 31, the results are shocking. Scott is fit and has been promoted at work, while Brad is overweight and unhappy in his career. Small daily choices compound into massive life changes over time. This brings us to lesson 3. Track your progress. If you want to change a habit, you must become conscious of it. You cannot manage what you do not measure. Whether you use a journal, a mobile app, or a simple piece of paper, you need to track every action related to the goal you want to achieve. If you want to lose weight, track every bite of food. If you want to save money, track every cent you spend. Tracking brings your hidden habits into the light of your conscious mind. If it isn't measured, it won't improve. Lesson 4 is about creating a system of execution. Many people rely on motivation to get things done, but motivation is fickle. It comes and goes. Instead of waiting to feel motivated, you need a repeatable process. Successful people don't wake up and wonder what they should do. They have a system that dictates their actions. By turning your goals into a daily checklist, you remove the need for willpower. Next, let's talk about the why behind it all. Lesson 5 asks, what is your why? You need a reason that is powerful enough to keep you going when things get difficult. If your why is just about making money, you might quit when the work gets boring. But if your why is providing for your family or achieving personal freedom, you will find the strength to persist. Your why is the fuel for your engine. Lesson 6 focuses on the power of consistency. Doing something once doesn't change your life. Doing it 1,000 times does. It is far better to walk for 15 minutes every single day than to run for 3 hours once a month. Small, repeated actions are always stronger than occasional huge efforts. Consistency is the ultimate key to unlocking the compound effect. Lesson 7 is to take full responsibility. You must own 100% of everything that happens to you. Even if something isn't your fault, it is your responsibility to handle it. When you stop blaming the economy, your boss, or your upbringing, you reclaim the power to change your future. Who else is going to change your life if not you? In Lesson 8, we learn to do more than expected. Whether it is in your job, your relationships, or your fitness, always aim to over-deliver. If you are asked to do a task, do it and then add a little extra value. That small extra effort compounds massively over time, making you stand out from everyone else who is just doing the bare minimum. Lesson 9 is the ripple effect. Your actions do not exist in a vacuum. When you improve your health, you have more energy for your work. When you improve your work, you provide better for your family. differently. When you are happy at home, you treat your neighbors better. One small positive change creates a ripple that touches every part of your world. Moving into lessons 10 through 12, we focus on routines and long-term thinking. Lesson 10 is about morning routines. How you start your day determines your focus and energy for the remaining hours. Set a tone for success before the world starts making demands on you. Lesson 11 is multiplying results. Use leverage, automation, and smart strategies to get more out of your efforts. Finally, lesson 12 is to think long-term. Success habits are built on a foundation of years, not months. Stop looking for the overnight win and start looking for the over-decade victory. Lessons 13 through 15 warn us about our environment. Lesson 13 is garbage in, garbage out. What you feed your mind, the media you consume, and the news you watch determines your thoughts. Lesson 14 is to avoid this. Stop spending time with people who pull you down. Lesson 15 is don't stop. Once you have built momentum, do everything in your power to keep it going. Stopping and starting is much more exhausting than simply staying in motion. Lessons 16 through 19 are about refining your life. Lesson 16 teaches you how to remove bad habits by identifying their triggers and replacing them with better choices. Lesson 17 is about tolerance. You get what you tolerate. If you tolerate mediocrity in yourself or others, that is what you will receive. Lesson 18 stresses the importance of environment. Your physical surroundings should inspire you. Lesson 19 is influence. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Surround yourself with people who hold you to a higher standard. Travel is covered in lessons 20 to 23. Lesson 20, celebrate tiny wins. This gives your brain dopamine to encourage positive habits. Lesson 21, change your habits. To stay fresh and avoid stagnation, break your patterns sometimes. L22, prepare for success. Prepare your environment to make the right choice easy and the wrong choice hard. Lesson 23, give first. The compound impact affects relationships. By helping others initially, you earn a lot of goodwill later. Performance is covered in lessons 24 to 26. Lesson 24, old school success. There are no shortcuts. Grit and effort are needed. Peak performance partner is lesson 25. Find someone to hold you accountable and improve you. Ease or jump is lesson 26. Sometimes you need to slowly adopt a new habit, and sometimes you need to leap. Find out which one you need. Finally, lessons 27 to 30 focus on completion. Who you must be is lesson 27. Your character attracts success, not your efforts. Lesson 28 is stay on track. New prospects can be tempting, but stick to what works. Lesson 29, don't overestimate success. Complacency hinders advancement. After winning, keep doing the little things that brought you there. 30th lesson, small things. Never overlook small elements. 1% daily improvement equals 37 times better in a year. The combined effect is unquestionably powerful. A fundamental cosmological law. Small daily choices repeated over time will change your life. The direction you're going today matters more than where you started. You can develop success habits with patience and discipline. Let me challenge you today. Choose one modest habit, perhaps reading 5 pages, drinking more water, or waking up 10 minutes earlier. Track it. Do it consistently. Track its growth. If this helped, like the video and subscribe for more personal improvement information. Share the habit you started today to help each other. Your future is constructed on small decisions. Venture forth and compound.